Galactic outlaw, in my head, zero G dreams spinning in my head.
Weapons restrictions.
Infrared, heartbeat scan, tracking every move like only I can. Laser diamonds and a definite
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice.
I don't leave my
through space and time. Footsteps echo on broken ground. A world in peace and no safe sound. He shields a child from endless dread. With every step dangerous tread. Eternal calls burning wonder. Through storms of fear for baby's sake. The unseen thread will face it on. A fragile hope where hope is gone. Dramatic grenades to pierce the night. He stands his ground in fading light. The baby's smile and the fragile gone through space and time. Go so through the song of time will flow. He carries life in hands so warm. A beacon bright where stars are torn. Shadows flee. Sam walks where silence creeps. Redness in his hands he holds. Against the dark, the blood unfolds. Dramatic grenades to pierce the light. He stands his ground in fading light. The baby's smile will walk the line. Space and time. bedroom. Got a bounty on my name and a rocket full of heart. Locked and loaded, yeah, ready to start. Radars buzzing, enemy in view. One false move, I'm blasting through. Shadows in the alley, trace on the wall. One step closer, in my arms. Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Flashing like lightning, coming right through. I got the heat in the burn with the view. Say your last words, we're done for you. Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Flames go wild and the skies turn blue. I'm not running, I'm flying straight through. Victory's mine with the pew, pew, pew. Galactic outlaw, system born and bred. Zero-G dreams spinning in my head. Reflections of war on a chrome-lit face. I smile through the sparks as I win this race. Tracking every move like only I can. Laser sights and a destiny jar. The space crusade has only just started. Laser goes pew, pew, pew. Flashing like lightning, cutting right through. I got the aim, got the nerve, got the view. Say your last words when I come for you. Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Fates go wild and the skies turn blue. I'm not running, I'm flying straight through. Victory's mine with the pew, 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 pew.
Through the rain, the shadows creep. Sam walks where silence keeps. A red mist in his hands he holds. Against the dark, the blood unfolds. Hermetic grenades to pierce the night. He stands his ground in fading light. For BB's smile, he'll walk the line. A fragile bond through space and time. Footsteps echo on broken ground. A world in peace is no safe sound. He shields the child from endless dread. With every step where angels tread. A tether pulls but he won't break. Through storms of fear for BB's sake. The unseen thread he'll face head on. A fragile hope where hope is gone. Hermetic grenades to pierce the night. He stands his ground in fading light. For BB's smile he'll walk the line. A fragile bond through space and time. Ghosts of memory whisper low. Through the rain and ghostly haze, Sam walks these endless days. A hematic grenade in hand, fighting the shadows in the stress. Blood and bones, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. With BB's laughter keeping pace, he finds his strength in their embrace. Footsteps footsteps echo on the stone, for the earth, but not alone. Every burden he must bear, every journey shows him. Blood and bones they guide his way through the night and breaking day. Babies laugh to keep him pace. He finds his strength in their embrace. Sound walks through the mist, so cold and gray. Phantom winds try to lead him astray. The medic remains in his hand, fighting shadows in a haunted land. Oh, please don't die, hold tight to me. Through the silence we'll set you free. Ghosts may rise, but we won't break. Every step's a bond we'll make. Rain falls heavy with the deadly storm. Time is slowing and the echoes ring. The world's in peace, but we won't bow. Safety's walking through the you and I. Oh, baby, don't cry, hold tight to me. Through the silence, we'll set you breath is heavy, but his heart stays true. Blood and courage pull him through. Baby's light in a world of night guides his soul toward the fight. Oh, baby, don't cry, hold tight to me. Through the silence, we'll set you free. Ghosts may rise, but we won't break. Every step's a bond.
Beginning scan. Scan bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Blood and bones, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. Baby's life to keep in place. He finds his strength in their embrace. Footsteps echo on the stone. But not alone. Every burden he must bear.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
Blood and bones, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. With baby's laugh to keep in pace, he finds his strength in their embrace.
What? You kidding me? You actually went into that hellhole? You don't know what this means to me. Whole lot of memories in these old tools. The kind of stuff you can't replace with a chiral printer. Thought I was giving you an impossible mission. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Wait till you see the weapons I make with these sand bridges. You are incredible. Thank you. They're running with Higgs now. And that makes them as bad as him, don't it? It's as if all the motherfucking terrorists are coming together like one big happy family. Might be time for us to do the same. Maybe there's hope for us after all. At least if there's more folks like you in the UCA. Safety in numbers, huh? And the new America to boot. Connect me to the chiral network. Right. Now that you're looking out for me, it's only fair that I look out for you. So, as long as you keep me connected, I'll keep on supplying you with my best tools. And together we all might live a little longer. Oh, by the way, check out this beauty I made. It's called a Bola gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute. It's non-lethal, of course. I can't promise it won't leave marks, but that's on them. If you think you could use it, take it.
A Bola gun, huh? As is, you can use it to restrain human targets without killing them. But swap out those wires with strands spun from your blood, and it might even work on BTs. Go ahead, give it a whirl.
Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine. Good work. New order available.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you for your continued support.
Wow, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
Thank you for your contribution.
walks through the mist, so cold and gray. Phantom whispers try to lead him astray.
Good job, Sam. That's 2 prepper way stations integrated into the Cairo network. Just 1 more left.
Oh, baby, don't cry, hold tight to me. Through the silence, we'll set you free. Ghosts may rise, but we won't break. Every step's a bond we'll make. Falls heavy with the deadly sting. Time bends slow as the echoes.
No can do, Sam. Structures can't be built that close together. You'll need to settle for a different spot outside the sensor ring.
Breath is heavy, but his heart stays true. Blood and courage pull him through. BB's light in a world of night guides his soul toward the fight. Oh, BB, don't cry, hold tight to me. Through the silence, we'll set you free. Ghosts may rise, but we won't break. Every step's a bond. Sam walks through the mist, so cold and gray. Ghosts may rise, but we won't break. Every
You there. Bridges wants you.
Hello! I'm Sam! Anybody home?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam walks these endless days, a hematic grenade in hand, fighting shadows in the strand. Blood and bonds, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. With BB's laughter keeping pace, he finds his strength in their embrace.
Thank you for your contribution.
Echo on the stone, but not alone. Every burden he must bear, every journey.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Blood and bonds, they guide his way through the night and the midday. He's out to keep the faith, he finds his strength in their embrace. The line is thin between life and death. Each step forward, stealing breath. Sam's resolve won't fade away. He's a light in this world of gray. Blood and bonds, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. With BB's laughter keeping pace, he finds his strength in their embrace. Through the rain and ghostly haze, Sam walks these endless days, a hematic grenade in hand, fighting shadows in the strand. Blood and bones, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. These laughter keeping faith, finds his strength in their embrace. Not alone. Every burden he must bear, every journey shows he cares. Blood and bones, they guide his way through the night and breaking day. He's up to keeping of silence. The red mist in his hands he holds against the dark, the blood unfolds. Automatic grenades to pierce the night. He stands his ground in fading light. The baby smile, he'll walk the line. A fragile bomb through space and time. With every step, angels tread.
I've been expecting you. You are my lifeline. I've only managed to get this far thanks to Borders, and you don't ask for anything in return. You have my gratitude. Let's see, how's the package? Wow, this is great. Excellent job, thank you. Please tell me you put the terrorists behind you. When Fragile, the daughter of the founder, started associating with other couriers, things started getting scary around here. Rumors say that she caused the explosion in Middle Knot City, and there's a part of me that believes it. Of course, she could be just another one of their victims.
Are you connecting the chiral network? I don't mind a contract with Bridges, but I'm not going to join the UCA. Go ahead if you're fine with that.
Maybe you already heard it from Fragile, but preppers who don't want to be a part of the UCA can still sign a contract with Bridges to join the network. They get to use our delivery services and other basic chiral network infrastructure, much like our full members. Similarly, you'll be able to use their chiral printing facilities to replenish your supplies. They are not, however, obligated to exchange data with us. So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone would be a part of the UCA, of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their minds after the fact. The Cupid will interface differently with the terminal depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to confirm.
I charge my plasma core inside my bedroom. Got a bounty on my name and a rocket for a heart. Locked and loaded, yeah, I'm ready to start. Radar's buzzing, enemy in view. One false move and I'm blasting through. Shadows in the alley, heat trace on the wall. One step closer and I'll give it my all. Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Flashing like lightning.
The company just got too big. Times like these, we should all be close and tight. That goes for couriers too. Otherwise, we'll just make the same mistakes. Republics, federations, coalitions, states, connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble. Sorry, it's been a while since I last talked to anyone. Travel safe. See you around, then.
Smile through the sparks as I win this race.
Good work. New order.
Slow build vocoder, tracking every move like only I can. Laser sights and a destiny chart in the space crusade has only just started.
Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Flashing like lightning, cutting right through. I got the aim, got the nerve, got the view. Say your last words when I come for you. Laser guns, pew, pew, pew. Let's go wild and the skies turn blue. I'm not running, I'm flying straight through. Victory's mine, pew, pew, pew.
Order assigned.
Excellent work, Sam. You brought 3 way stations into the fold. The preppers are on the grid and the chiral network is looking better than ever. We're planning to use a regional distro center as our next way station. But that'll have to wait. Got a priority tab, a mess in need of cleaning up. We need you to recover one of Lake Knot City's system servers. They sent it out for repairs and mules hit the transport on the way back. The server contains validation data for a new delivery system we're deploying. Once in place, it will use the chiral network to automate deliveries. To us, it's invaluable. To the mules, it may as well be a toaster. A toaster they'll happily tear apart for the chiral crystals and rare earth metals inside. If we don't act quickly, we could lose that data. So get your ass to the mule's drop site, snatch the server, and bring it back to Lake Knot City. I'm putting the order in myself. Check your cufflinks for details.
Neon skies, city lights in bloom. I charge my plasma core inside my bedroom. Got a bounty on my name and a rocket for a loaded. Yeah, I'm ready to start. Radar's buzzing, enemy in view. One false
restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
The space crusade has only just started.
I think very good popcorn. Nice. I listen very closely to the popcorn.
See.
Now it's in its peak. Now it's peak. Oh, now it's getting close to being done. What's 3? Is it 3? It's done. It's hot, but it's done. Dude, I would be a badass character on a Jurassic game. Like on a Jurassic dinosaur game. I would be a total badass character.
History bag?
Ah!
Ah, potatoes! Not one of my finest ninja moments.
Keep on keeping on.
yummy too, guys.
There we go.
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Sam, he's our man.
What's up, Sam?
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Welcome. The Arab man said to expect you. Oh, you've got the server. Here, let me have a look at it. Nice. The great deliverer comes through again. The server's in perfect condition. It's a real relief to know all our records are safe. Thank you so much.
Sam, I've added a reverse trike to the list of supplies you can fabricate. Lake Knot City was kind enough to provide the blueprints as thanks. I'd tell you all about it, but, didn't you used to have your own? Same deal. 2 front wheels, 1 rear, battery powered. Fitted with an auto-charging unit that kicks in when not in use. Requires skill to drive over obstacle-strewn terrain. Best suited to long, flat stretches, yada yada yada. We're working on securing you another vehicle, so you can look forward to that too.
Thanks, Sam. With that data, we can finally move forward with our plans for the new automated delivery system. I'll tell the boys to start testing the bots right away. Now you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. Check the delivery terminal whenever you're up for more work.
The preppers had some things to say about Fragile. You sure we can trust her?
That business with Higgs, thought I told you she hates him with a passion. Enemy of my enemy as far as I'm concerned. Don't take my word for it, though. Just ask her and judge for yourself. I'd like it or not, we need her help.
Sam, it's Fragile. I hear you brought 3 preppers into the network and delivered everything they needed. That's some good work.
Long as we're shooting the shit. You mind telling me what the deal is with you and Higgs?
Been hearing stories, huh? I'll tell you all about it. In person. Meet me at the distro center, south of Lake Knot. You're headed there anyway, right?
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery. Terminal for further information.
Your work is greatly appreciated.